Hey guys, welcome back to the 2019 season of the NRL. There's going to be some big matchups in round one. Let's continue. So the first matchup, the round one opener, we have the Brisbane Broncos taking on the Melbourne Storm. This is a crucial match where both sides are really good, but for this game I've gone the Broncos by 8. This is because the Storm have now lost Slater. They've got players like Smith, but you've got players like Corey Oates who are showing themselves in form, Anthony Milford, just a good team all up, and I think the Broncos are going to go big this year. For the second game of the round, on Friday night, we have the Cronulla Sharks facing the Newcastle Knights. Now, Newcastle have not won their last 5 games against the Cronulla Sharks, and I think it's going to be a same case scenario here. The Sharks have now lost Valentine home, and the Knights have a really good building team, and as I said in my prediction video, I think they're going to do well this year, but I think the Sharks are going to come away with a win on Friday night by 10 points. Next up, we have possibly what everyone wants, one of the games of the round. This is one that people want as a grand final. We have the Roosters against the South Sydney Rabbitohs. So as you know, the Roosters won the premiership last year, and the Rabbitohs are really in form at the moment with the likes of Wayne Bennett as their coach. I've gone with a weird one here, and I'll probably get this wrong, but I've gone by Roosters by 7. I think that the Roosters will lead by 6, and they'll have to kick a field goal. But I think this is a match that they are bound to win and will win, and I'm going to go by 7 points. Now we move into the first game of Super Saturday. It's grand return where there's 3 games. The first game is the Warriors going up against the Bulldogs. Last time these two clubs played, Lachlan Lewis kicked a field goal on his birthday, winning it for the Bulldogs, and I think it's going to be the same thing here. I've gone Bulldogs by 10. A lot of people are expecting the Warriors to win this game, and that's not to say they won't. I think the Bulldogs are in for a big year. I mean, they're one of the favourites for the wooden spoon, but as I said in my video, I think they'll just miss the 8 and finish 9th. But I think if these players can really step up and their forward pack can activate, I think they can beat the Warriors. The second game on Saturday we have is the West Tigers going against the Manly Sea Eagles. Now, as I said in a previous video, I don't think the Manly Sea Eagles are going to have a very great year, kind of like Parramatta last year, but the West Tigers aren't that good of a team either, in my opinion. They have a lot to rebuild. They could surprise a lot of people. For this game, I've gone Tigers by 4, but I think it's one that could really go either way. I mean, it was a lot of the junior Roosters, but Manly did also beat the Roosters at a trial match, and it's saying a lot for this club. I previously thought Manly would get the spoon, but I'm starting to think it could be Canberra Raiders, but I've gone the West Tigers by 4. The final game we have on Saturday is the North Queensland Cowboys taking on the St George Illawarra Dragons. As I said in a previous video, I think the Dragons are going to have a massive year again, and they're not going to let that slip away and claim that minor premiership. 57% of people think that the Cowboys are going to win this game, and the Cowboys have a lot to come back from with the loss of Thurston, coming off a bad year. A lot of people think they'll make the 8. I've gone Dragons by 12 for this match, but we'll have to wait and see what happens because the Cowboys have a lot of potential. Alright, on to our final 2 games on Sunday. First game being the Penrith Panthers up against the Parramatta Eels. I'm really looking forward to this one. I'll be there, guys. I might vlog it. I probably will. We'll have to wait and see. I've gone Penrith Panthers by 4, but this could go either way. We've got a good club coming, building, and we beat them 20-0 in the trial, but I think Penrith are just going to slide over that line. And on to the last game of the week. Now, this is a big potential for the Gold Coast Titans. A lot of people think they're going to be a club that you won't expect the type of things they'll achieve. They've got Tyrone Peachey, who was a big part of the Panthers now, which I didn't realise until recently. So you've got the Gold Coast Titans up against Canberra Raiders. As I said, Canberra Raiders, I feel like they're going to get the wooden spoon, but we'll have to wait and see. I've gone Titans by 8 in this game. It could go either way, and it's probably the game that I least care about in the round, but I still will watch it. But I've gone Titans by 8 simply because I don't think the Raiders have enough steam left in them to perform as well. But we'll wait and see. We'll see what they bring to the club, and I'll see you guys next week to see what I got right.